stragglers here. Are you guys going to grab seats or maybe if there's not, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got standing room only crowd, folks. Can we get the volume up a little more for the people in the back? Okay, this is as good as it gets, folks. I'm going to just be a little noisier myself. Okay, thank you for coming, everyone. Welcome to Fan Appreciation 2025. Woo! If the people between Dove and myself could make room so she can see when I waved her, if you guys could move to one side or the other, the guys I'm waving to. Dove is trying to see me to know when to go to the next slide. Thank you. Okay. We don't want to have to put her on a stilts or a ladder to see me. Okay. So welcome, like I said. And so we're going to start with something a little bit different this year. We're going to be talking about state of the game. Okay, so other games you might play, other games you might see online, kind of have developer updates, and there's no better place for an update than here with the most dedicated and most excited players, with as many WizKids people as you're going to see at a show. So let's begin with Iconics has just been awesome. We've got a lot of people. We've heard so much praise. We're so happy that we've been able to deliver on the promise. We've been able to take things that don't quite fit into a booster for one reason or another, whether that's the size, whether that's the amount of deco, whether it's the complexity, and we found a great home for it, and everyone has been providing us with enormously helpful feedback for us to refine and improve what Iconics is. So the set hooks that we've also been deploying, we're really excited that things continue to matter. In some games, at some times, a set will come out, something will be exciting, and the next set comes out and you forget about the past. And in Heroclix today, that is not the case. In Heroclix today, all of you are finding exciting ways to combine the equipment from Collector's Trove with the destruction of terrain from Smash and Destroy, with the lantern rings of Lantern Legacy. And as we continue to release new sets, I'm excited to see that interconnected, fascinating team building that is brain-breaking for some, and I'm sure the most exciting part for others among you. The Clix design team has really impressed me. They have found ways to take figures that we've done sometimes twice before, sometimes 24 times before, and deliver something that's uniquely Heroclix and wholly new. Two faces flipping coins. We've got the Yahtzee mechanic. These characters feel like I know them from the comic books, I know them from the movies, and I'm so happy they're finally doing exactly this. Our primary formats are in a really exciting place. Silver is on the right trajectory. I think we saw an enormous amount of diversity. I've been hearing fantastic things. Yeah. Silver has been great, guys. So we are so excited and satisfied that Silver has kind of delivered on its promise that you're going to be able to pick a team that you love. You're going to be able to play that team over and over and take a long time to master that team with a little bit of change here and there as new sets come out, because the core of that team remains unchanged. The core of that team is simply getting new context set over set. And we're just so excited with the turnout, the record-breaking turnout that everyone should be so proud of. And it was just a fantastic day for the community yesterday. I'm hearing very good things about Pulp. I'm hearing good things about Modern. I hope everybody proves me right that we're in a great space with Modern tomorrow, and so we're going to see what those champions look like. There's also some underdeveloped themes. Things that we see frequently are now coming to the front for competitive play in a way that they haven't. And it's great that Asgardians have a chance to shine, that the Spider-Man family has a chance to shine, that Green Lantern is front and center of DC for the time being. So hopefully there's some more surprises with upcoming sets and what those themes that are going to get their chance in the sun look like. There's also some things that we're really intending to improve on. Currently, many of us at WizKids believe the incentive to be unthemed is too strong. We want people who love superheroes to get a chance to feel, wow, I get to be Professor X and assemble my team of X-Men. I get to be Batman and assemble my Justice League. And that's an important part of the emotional resonance of Heroclix. And it's not going to be true every set. It's not going to be true every metagame. But hopefully in 2026, we see a lot more of that based on the design efforts that our team has been making. Sometimes it seems like collecting trick arrows is a little too much. And so that's a lesson learned from us, that it's fun to collect. It's fun to put things together. But when you kind of look at a team sheet and you're trying to say to yourself, what's going to happen here? We want it to be a little bit more straightforward, because the fun part of the strategy is figuring out what to do next and not deciphering the mystery of what your opponent's team is going to do. We're also hoping for some stronger set-to-set connections, okay? Predator handshake energy here. A lot of the times, those sets feel different from one another. We're hoping to find new ways in 2026 and beyond to make it feel like the things that you really enjoyed about one set live on in the next set in a fresh and novel way. We're also looking at making sure there are more evocative and elegant designs. And Hellfire Gal, a huge fan for me, but finding ways to keep it really straightforward, but also totally fresh in what your figures do, whether that's characters that you've seen a lot of, like Wolverine, or characters that you don't get to see so often, like Cheshire, let's say. We're also doing everything we can to make sure that there's more local events. We're going to be... All of you in the crowd are our biggest asset when it comes to that. And so we've made some hires with a ton of intent, so that we just simply have the personnel with the expertise to help these things go. We're taking a really close look at the product and making sure that the product that we're generating is optimized for stores to have a successful time. We've taken a ton of feedback from distribution partners that you're not seeing yet on the product, and that's going to be factored in, because it's really important to us to have best-in-class instruction sheets so stores who are Heroclix curious can become Heroclix experts. And there's going to be stores in your area who you might visit sometimes, and they might be asking for your help. And when you're able to help them, we really, really appreciate that, because that is one of the ways that our community gets to grow even stronger. We're also hoping for larger local events, because you're all playing locally. If you can get 1 or 2 more people playing Heroclix in the next year, we think that is a huge mission accomplished for us. It's nice that when you have a healthy sized event and one person can't make it, it's not like the event falls apart. When one person can't make it, it's not like, oh, well, everyone is going to go borrow figs from that guy. Instead, it's going to be, oh yeah, it's always busy to play Heroclix at my local store, and I love that. We also want to make sure that when you decide to go to an event, maybe outside your normal radius, you're going to go to a second or a third store, because we've offered a particularly exciting OP kit that it's exciting enough not just for you to go, but for you to bring one of your favorite Heroclix friends. You're probably sitting in the crowd with them right now. So now the part that I think everyone's most used to and most excited by are the previews and what's coming up with our future sets. So X-Men 97. What a dream, what an absolute dream. So we've got to start with the sculpts, and of course, why did we do this? We could do anything X-Men we wanted. It is an unparalleled level of excitement for me that the cartoon I loved as a child has returned in top-notch form, high quality. Just like we saw in the Disney Plus sets, you're going to see characters at the beginning of their story from the start of the season, and you're going to see powerful season finale moments with these characters. The best moments captured in the sculpts is going to continue to be a theme. I think it sounds like it's getting a little noisy out there. It might be hard for people to hear me. Yeah, thanks for quieting it down, folks. So let's continue on here. We've got a preview of Magneto for everybody, and for the most part, I'm going to let Magneto speak for himself. But when we're able to offer mechanics like this, where it's a character that everyone's going to have easy access to, you're going to get to browse through your collection of Heroclix figures, and you get to say, wow, what Magneto do I want to combo with this? What's going to be the option that I'm going to be able to surprise my opponent with? And we just really enjoy figures like this in terms of doubling down on the value of the figures that are already in your collection, very similar to how Legacy cards do. Then after that, we're going to have Strange Tales. Doctor Strange is overdue. Doctor Strange is overdue for his own set, and so he kind of was there for Avengers Defenders War. He didn't get enough spotlight, and so there are 2 important characters within the Strange Tales classic comics, Nick Fury and Doctor Strange. So in some ways, this is a spiritual successor to Avengers Defenders War, that we get some more Doctor Strange goodness. In other ways, it's a spiritual successor to Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And finding ways for those 2 very different themes to go head-to-head in combat against each other, trade their enemies for interesting combat scenarios, I think that everybody's going to have a ton of fun with it. Let's take a look at Doctor Strange. Oh, no, I forgot the order of the slides. Fake out. So we've broken down the barriers in some ways here. that anybody who is Magic adjacent has a chance to appear in this set. So we hope there's some real serious set list inclusion surprises for y'all. But without any further ado, let's really take a look at Doctor Strange. No, one more. We got Orgo. So Orgo the Unconquerable is a Monster of the Week style guy that many fans have a deep love for. I was surprised by some of our Marvel licensing partners and how much they love this guy. But I've heard he's unconquerable. I might finally beat Brian Galley at a game of Heroclix. Cross your fingers for me, folks. Okay, so next, now we really have Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is also kind of a throwback in his own way. He is hopefully reminiscent to many of you of Avengers 60th and how we had Avengers operating as really strong team players, that they were giving out bonuses and mechanics to one another. So this Doctor Strange is going to be enormous fun to build around if you like Mystic's team ability. He's going to be enormous fun to build around if you just love playing the Avengers. Thank you for the low roar. Yeah, so we think this is going to be an enormously fun build around Doctor Strange, and we really hope he piques your curiosity as far as some of the other things that you're going to get to enjoy within Strange Tales. Venom. Venom is the world's #1 anti-hero, as far as I can tell. And just like some other characters have been overdue, Venom is overdue to have his own set. In terms of the way that fans communicate with us, when everyone clamors for the Venomized characters, when there's enormous demand for those characters, that should be the signal to us that it's time for the booster set, and here it is. There's awesome covers that are made 3D and hand-holdable. There are obscure villains from the Venom mythos that are enormous fun to go and try and test your mettle against. I mentioned set list surprises before. This is a pretty wild set. We've also got some never before clicked Venomized versions that are just gorgeous. I think we've really lucked out. A lot of our sculpting team are just enormous Venom fans, and the set was truly a labor of love for them. So to repeat that, because it got a little loud, our sculptors are huge Venom fans, and this set was a labor of love for them. We've also got some things that are too big to fit in the boosters. And so there's going to be some incentive figures that stores are going to have access to in a similar fashion to how they did on Spider-Verse. That way, if you want to play with some extended base Venom horses, you want to play with some Venom dinosaurs, perhaps against other dinosaur figures you've recently added to your HeroClix collection, this is going to be a fun time for that. We've also got Venomized Jeff. And he's going to do a great job of speaking for himself. You've all gotten your pictures. I think he might be the physically smallest character to ever have Giant Reach 4. Someone can fact check me on that. But he's silly, he's delightful, he's going to fit in your pocket, fit on your next team just perfectly. There's also a bit of a change to play-at-home kits. And so this has been messaged a little bit through our retail and distribution partners, but I wanted to make sure that I was sharing why, because why is a question that people often wonder even if they don't have the time to come and talk to us about it. Play-at-home kits came because of the COVID-19 pandemic, that people were not able to go and play in their local stores like they love doing. We took everything that we could and repurposed it and made it into a play-at-home kit, and people enjoyed that. When it came time to resume in-store play, people still enjoyed that other offering, so it was just a matter of time for us to do both. As time has gone on, though, one of the things we're consistently hearing from retail partners is that there's not enough ways for them to get maps to their players. A lot of you in the crowd have probably been on our Facebook page asking for more maps. Well, letting retailers know, especially ones who are busy, spread thin, just trying to make it, that the map is in here, we promise, map, front and center in the name. Hopefully it just makes it easier for them to know what to order enough to have plenty on the shelf. That way, as people are graduating from HeroClix learners to HeroClix veterans, the store has something on the shelf that's a good fit for them. Fight for Gotham. Very, very excited to show off the oversized booster art this weekend. Fight for Gotham is going to be just an incredible set. I'm so excited to put some obscure Batman characters in the mix, whether it's Jeremiah Arkham, I'm sure you all know Hugo Strange, but Hugo Strange kind of obscure for a lot of other people who haven't played through all the Arkham video games. We got my girl Cheshire on there. There's going to be just some fantastic and novel representations of Batman family characters like we've never seen them before. The #1 badass in Gotham, the Joker. He just looks fantastic. That smoke effect is unparalleled. There's going to be a lot of smoke stuff going on in the set. So Smoke Cloud is really going to have its time to shine here, whether you're taking advantage of it with Batman and Stealth and the Batman TA, or whether you're doing something special with someone who's a little more sinister like the Joker or Scarecrow. We've also got an incentive figure for everybody. I think there was a lot of lessons learned for us from the Web Warriors, and this is probably 5 times more exciting than that. I think it's going to look fantastic on your shelf and hopefully cause you to really think about how you want to build your next Gotham Knights team. We've also got a brand new type of booster coming out for this set. And so I want to share as much as I can with you, but I promise it's not everything. Vault boosters are going to be a tightly curated booster. Everything you get in that booster is going to fit a single theme. It might be Teen Titans. It might be Batman Family. It might be the Penguin's Iceberg Lounge. There's not a lot of different vault boosters, so it's going to be relatively straightforward to collect all the contents, but there's going to be 10 items in each vault booster. You're going to get an extended base vehicle. You're going to get at least 2 regular-sized figures. You're going to get 3 additional sculpted items. 3 additional sculpted items meaning smaller-sized characters, maybe Plastic Man's Bird Flexi, for example. You might be getting pieces of equipment or objects. You're also going to get pieces of terrain. You're going to get one-shot cards. You're going to get team-up cards. So everything that you could enjoy adding to your Heroclix collection for a specific team is going to be found in one place. And so if you crack it open, it's not for you. It should be pretty easy for you to trade it as a big bundle for something you'd really enjoy having as part of your collection. Okay. Time for some of the weird stuff. Yeah, Thundercats. Let's take a look. We're just jumping straight to the preview on this one. Lion-O looks fantastic. The cards are absolutely beautiful. The graphic design team had an absolute ball putting this together for us. I think that Thundercats is going to be a tough act to follow for us in terms of future offerings. Everybody's really knocked it out of the park on this. Even just getting the illustration on the back of the card is awesome. Okay, let's take a look. Oh! If I was good at a guitar, that would be really the time to do this. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So very excited to share these sculpts with everybody. These just look absolutely fantastic. We're starting to see some samples in hand. They're gorgeous. I think everybody's really going to get a huge kick out of them. It was really important to us that we showed them with their signature weapons. It was really important to us also that we took the chance to make sure they all really looked like themselves. If you experienced the Power Rangers when it was fresh in America like I did, you might remember times when you'd look at a figure and you go, wait a sec, that's the same guy, just painted the wrong color because their helmets are sculpted differently. Their bodies are not the same shape. And so the team just absolutely... Oh, maybe he's on the next slide. Should we check? Let's check. Oh no! I didn't pay that man. I promise. So there's going to be some characters too that are going to be great to fight against with your Power Rangers. Just maybe, if you're very good at Heroclix, you'll be able to win the Green Ranger over from being a bad guy to being a good guy. We'll have to see what happens when it's time for some gameplay previews. But that's not tonight, unfortunately. Okay. So there's a lot of Venom stuff in our future. We got some big figs coming next year. We've got some of the most awesome colossal figures in my entire tenure at WizKids are coming to you next summer. So we're going to tell you more when we can tell you more, but we've got some great summer events next year, and at some of them you're going to be able to get Venom in your hands. Should we see if there's another big fig on the next slide? Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Sentinel Buster Iron Man is just simply, he's too big. I can't show you all the gameplay right now. It's too much. But if you read the comics, Iron Man had a problem. He didn't have a power source good enough to fuel this insane armor. What mutant might be a great power source? Magneto. And so the unlikely alliance of Magneto and Tony Stark into this, basically Galactus-sized armor. It's going to be awesome. A bunch of you are going to be collecting some Sentinels as part of X-Men 97, and next summer you're going to have a chance to have them face off against Iron Man, who's uniquely prepared to beat them down. Okay, let's keep going. So Road to Worlds 2026, we wanted to share our tournament plans with everyone earlier than usual. Yeah, it's nice to plan, right? It's nice to know what you want to do. So we're going to continue to be working with our tournament partners like The Rock and like Heroclix to make sure that there are exciting third-party events local to you and also in places that are going to be exciting for you to hop on a plane or do a road trip to. We're going to be at Origins. I love Origins, and so does the rest of the WizKids team. And World Championships is, of course, going to be in the same time frame next year. So, a special thanks, folks. A lot of people care deeply about Heroclix. We have people in probably every time zone on the planet who are putting their efforts into Heroclix to make it something really special. I think everyone this weekend already, with half a weekend to go, has done a great job of making it special for one another. And from our hearts, us at WizKids, we want to thank everybody for your continued enthusiasm. Yeah, it's been a fantastic weekend. Like, the energy has been unparalleled. Okay, do we maybe have something else? Oh, we do. We have something else. So, a member of our staff, CJ, has a birthday coming up, and CJ is very special to a lot of us. I've known CJ for nearly 20 years. I knew her from before my time at WizKids, and everyone who's known her at WizKids has found her just a delight to work with. People have heaped praise on her by what they've told me this weekend. She's been called our hellhound because of the way that she is, I think, protective and aggressive on behalf of our staff members. And we actually have a little Heroclix card for her. So I think now's a good time for us to sing Happy Birthday to CJ, right? Everybody's ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear CJ. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. I didn't know I was going to walk 30 feet to hand you a gift bag. It is not tournament legal. Cool. So, with all that being said, there is one more thing that we have to offer you in this room tonight for Fan Appreciation, which is a special video presentation from Scott Porter. Yeah, we got a little bit of a transition because this is not our jam. They didn't send the IT guy with us. Also, I think Scott's going to have some real sick X-Men 97 previews. I didn't want to step on his toes with too much during the presentation.